Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 227 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit and crochet, and get into all kinds of other crafting shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It is Saturday, October 5th, 2024, and it's a gorgeous day out today. The sunshine is back. It was in the upper 60s, lower 70s today. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. We were outside quite a bit today. You'll see some of that if you watch my Vlogtober thing on Sunday morning. You'll see where we were and what we got up to today. Well, I'll talk a little bit about it here too. So it's been a really fun day. Yesterday, it's been a fun week actually. So if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I hope you find something here that you like. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another week to see what kind of shenanigans I've been up to. And there's usually shenanigans of some sort or other. I'm so happy to have all of you here with me today, and always. I truly, truly appreciate every one of you. If you have not had a chance yet, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment. All of these things help the algorithm find me and show me to other people. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping, it looks promising that I might make it during Vlogtober month. So I'm at 980 right now, so I need 20 more people. That's it, just 20 of you. Anyway, I'll quit nattering on about that. But I am so happy to have you here with me. And if you subscribe, all the better. Anyway, so it's been a busy week. I've been working on only 2 projects. So I've got a couple works in progress to show you. One of them will have spoiler flags coming up. There will be spoilers in today's episode if you are slower than I am on the Stephen West Mystery Shawl Knit Along. I will be showing you my progress on that. Other spoiler alert, it's not a lot of progress yet. I don't even think I'm going to finish week 1 during week 1. But hey, that's the way it is. That's fine. So I have progress on 2 whips to show you, and I have yarn acquisitions to show you. Ooh, and a book. That's what else I have to show you today. So let's get on to the works in progress. So my first work in progress that I've made some progress on are my they will be eventually 2 pair of Christmas socks from the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn that I have. So I'm doing toe up 2 at a time sort of shorty socks, and I'm using 2 skeins of yarn. So once I'm done with these 2 socks, I will start over again and I will cast on 2 more so that I'll get a second of this one and a second of that one. So this is the colorway Robin, and this is the colorway Candy Cane. And they're both yarns from the different Christmas yarns from West Yorkshire Spinners. And I like them. I am almost done the gusset increasing on these now. Then I will do the heel turn, heel flap, and start up the leg. So they're over halfway. I flagged them at a little over halfway done now. Once the heel turn and heel flaps are done, they seem to go quite quickly because I'm only going to do another 25 rounds on the leg, 15 rounds on the cuff, and they're done. So, or the first 2 socks will be done, and then I'm ready to cast on the second pair. And I'm only doing them separate this way so that I can have the color sequence going in the same order, especially for this one. This one, it doesn't matter, but for this one, for the Robin colorway, I want the colors to go in the same direction. So I'm hoping I can have it done so that I can have them fairly close to matching, but I'll have to see where I end and how close I am to being able to start it around here with this kind of beigey tan color, golden tan color spot to start on the toe for the second one. But if I don't want to waste a big chunk of yarn. We'll see. We'll play it by ear when I'm finished the first two socks. So I'm happy with my progress on these. I hope to have them done soon, but the mystery shawl kind of is gobbling up a lot of my spare knitting time. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's progress on my socks. And the other work in progress, the only other project I've worked on this past week is the Go-Go Dynamo socks. The Go-Go Dynamo shawl by Stephen West. So that's one the first clue came out on Thursday morning. So I've worked on it Thursday, Friday, and part of Saturday. And I don't think I'm close to halfway done the first clue. I'm not sure. I've only done, well, here, why don't I show you? So if you are working on this and you don't want the surprise and the mystery part spoiled, I'll put a timestamp up here when it's safe to come back, because I will be showing the fabric and talking about a little bit about what's going on with the shawl. So if you don't want to see, time to look away. Go now. So here is what I have so far. I have no idea how this is going to turn into a shawl. But I have 2 out of 3 of the semicircles done for the first part of clue number 1. And I'm loving my color combination. Absolutely loving my color combination. So the first clue, you make 3 of these half circle things. You put them all on waste yarn, and then you do something else to them. And I have not got that far yet. It's safe to look back now. I'm not showing the fabric anymore. So I've read through the pattern. I don't understand it, but that's fine because I'm not there yet. And I've watched the tutorial that Stephen West has on YouTube, but I've only watched the first portion of it that looks at how to do the first section. There's 3 sections in the first clue. And I've only looked at the tutorial for the first part. So I haven't looked at the second and third section of clue number 1 yet. I'll wait till I get there and then I'll look at it. So I'm kind of hoping that I can today or tonight finish the third part of clue 1, or the third part of the first part of clue 1. I'm hoping I can get that done tonight and that I'm able to get moving on to section 2, which I hope is not complicated. I can't get my head around how this is going to work, but it apparently will, and I'll just trust the process. So that is it for my works in progress this week. I hope to continue working on and hope to get a lot more done on my Christmas socks, but we'll see. And I hope that I can finish up the rest of the first clue on the Go-Go Dynamo sock. Why do I keep calling them socks? Oh my gosh. The Go-Go Dynamo shawl. I'm hoping I can get the first clue finished before I get up Thursday morning. But we'll see. We shall see. So, other than that, see, Opal, Olive is back in her spot. The flowers died, so I don't think Olive did anything to the flowers. I hope she didn't. But she did look so cute. I got the giggles looking at her peeking over the flowers last week. My husband thinks I'm nuts. Anyway, So I haven't shown you all the footage in my vlogs yet. You'll see some of the stuff I did today and some of the yarn I bought today. You'll see on Sunday morning when you watch the vlog. And then I'll show you the footage with the other yarn that I found at a thrift store. I will show you, I'll put that footage in a future video, a future vlog video. But we went to a thrift store that we really like going to. It's not far from us. And it's part of a seniors community. And they have a thrift store. So when people are downsizing within the community, so the community has 3 levels of housing. They have individual, fully independent living little cottages or little side-by-side townhouse type things, 1 floor. That level. Then they have another level that are set up more like an apartment block where there's some nursing care, and it's mostly independent living, but there's some skilled nursing availability as well. And then there's a full scale skilled nursing facility within the community that has full nursing staff on it. So they have a thrift store, so people that when they move away from the community or they pass, some of their possessions go to the thrift store, which raises money to go back into the community. And they have some nice stuff there. They always have some really nice stuff there. So my hubby and I it's only open like Friday and Saturday from like 10 till 2. It's very limited hours because they're volunteers that are working there. But we love going there because we always find some cool stuff there. We don't always come home with things. We did find, it's in the other room. We did find when we were there it's a little trivet, although I don't know if I would put a hot pot on it. But we saw them at a craft store or a craft show a week ago, and they were like $35, $45 for them. So I got it for 75 cents at the thrift store. And they're really cool looking. And you'll see it on when I show you the video with when we went to the thrift store. But I was looking through the yarn and I found a whole box of Jameson. This one is the Shetland Heather. There was a whole box of it. There were $2 a ball for a 50-gram ball of yarn or wool. There were 2 of them in the bag or in the package that were marked down to $1 because they had the band had been taken off and they had been done up into a ball. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the yarn. It's just it had been taken out of the cake form or the ball, this form, and just done up into a ball. And the ball band is not on 2 of them, but it is the exact same yarn, even though it maybe doesn't look like it in this light. But anyway, I'll put my glasses on so I can see what I'm telling you. So it's Jameson's Shetland Heather, Aran weight knitting, 100% pure poor. Did I say Shetland Heather? Or Scotland Heather? I meant to say Shetland if I've been saying Scotland. It's 100% pure Shetland wool grown and spun on the Shetland Isles of Scotland. This is colorway 898. Loden is the name of the color. And there's just some of the information on it. And there were 10 balls of the yarn. So I am now on the lookout for some pattern ideas. 10 of these will not be enough to make a full sweater for my size. But I've been eyeing up a few vest patterns, and there's one One I have in mind that I have the right yardage for it. It's a bit on the longer side, and it's just a very simple pattern. It has like a seed stitch along the front, the bands at the front and around the neck, around the sleeve and at the waistband. And the rest of it is just stockinette. And it's a very plain, simple, nice looking vest. I don't have it, it's a paid pattern on Ravelry, so I have it in my favorites right now. I'll put a link to the pattern down in the description below so you can take a look at it, and if I remember I'll put a note up here or a picture, and maybe if I think of it I'll put a picture up here of what the vest looks like. It's a very straightforward, simple vest, and I have the right yardage for it. My other idea is maybe to look for maybe a white or a cream color like this and do a colorwork sweater. And just do white color work along the yoke. But I think this is like a thick, heavy, warm wool. Doesn't get that cold here in the winter. I don't know if I would get as much wear out of a nice, heavy, thick wool sweater as I would out of a vest. I think a vest, I just use it as a nice layering piece and still get sufficient warmth out of it. But that's a little ways down the road. I'm not going to be making that right away. Then the other thing that, oops, I think I just bonked the tripod. If I bonked the tripod, I'm sorry. The other thing we did today is we went and checked out, their market days in town here, and so they had a whole bunch of craft booths set up. They have one of the booths I always look forward to what they have them at this thing. It's one of the alpaca farms nearby here, and they always bring a couple of their alpacas. So I have some footage of that I'll put in the vlog that will be posted on Sunday morning. But the library was having a book sale, and they had several knitting and crochet books, but most of them were things that I had no interest in knitting. But this one is really cool because it's a whole bunch of just beginner instructions, how to do different things, but then it just also has a lot of information on just basic stitch combinations. And I thought it would be a really cool book. So I got that for $2. So I thought that was a good deal. I was happy to get that. Then after we were finished looking around at the market days, and this is something that takes up about 3 blocks in town here. They closed down that 3-block stretch of Main Street, and there's booths set up on either side of the street, and people can walk up and down and look at everything. So it covers about 3 blocks. There were a lot of booths there and a lot of really cool stuff. That's the only thing I bought though, was that book. Hubby didn't buy anything at all, but it was nice. They had a really good turnout. A lot of people come out. Weather was gorgeous for it today. So last year the weather was really stinky and it didn't have a good turnout with vendors and people. So I'm glad they had a really good turnout this year. Then when we were finished with that, we went into a nearby town. Where's the first game? Into a nearby town, Hagerstown, Maryland. It's about a 20-minute drive from here. And they had their 3rd annual fiber festival. And it's just a small little fiber festival. It's bigger this year than it was last year, so I'm hoping it'll continue to grow. So we went there. Hubby took a book and bought himself a cup of coffee and sat and read a book in a little sort of quiet corner, and I perused the yarn and came home with 2 skeins of yarn. This is the first one. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. It's from the Yarnsmiths. Yeah, is it the Yarnsmiths? the Yarn Smith. I was looking at the bag. This was their show color. The name of the color is Bonfire. So $75.25. So hand dyed in the foothills of the Alleghenies. And it's gorgeous. I just saw, just this afternoon before I started filming, I was watching Crazy Sock Later, Kayla, talk about all of her stuff on her podcast. And she had a pair of socks she's working on using this exact yarn. So it is so cool to see what the yarn is going to look like worked up. It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. So I'm excited to get this going. Showed it to the hubby and he goes, oh, that's a gorgeous autumn colorway. Yep. But the colorway is Bonfire. And it's so pretty. And then I went to another shop called, this one was, yeah, the Yarn Smith. And the other one I went to was Amy's Trinket shop. And she has a lot of different stitch markers, needle end stoppers, things like that. So I was looking at a bunch of her yarn. Look at that. That is so pretty. So this is Cedar Closet Yarns. And the colorway is Bouquet. Come on, focus. No, you're not gonna focus. Come on. There we go. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 2-ply fingering, 100 grams, 463 yards, and the colorway is Bouquet. But this is so pretty. It's another one I'm looking forward to casting this on. I think both of these will become a pair of socks. I don't know if I'll do contrasting toes and heels on them or if I will just do them as is. Time will tell. And a little freebie that came along with buying the yarn was this cute little wooden marker. A little lobster claw. So I thought that was really pretty, really nice. So, my stash busting is not going so good. And also today when we got home, I saw that my Rowan Mini subscription for October had arrived. I haven't opened it yet. It's still in the package. I will probably open that and film that tomorrow afternoon. Don't really have time to do it today. It's getting closer to supper time already. So I got lots of yarn that's come in, so I have to keep knitting. I have to keep knitting. And I gave the prayer shawl to our friend, the woman from church. She just peeked into the bag but didn't take it out or open it up at church. So I'm hoping she gives me some feedback about it on Sunday. If not, whatever. But I was happy to get that to her this past week. So I'm glad that was finished, completed, and ready to give away, or is given away now. And otherwise, I don't know what else there is. I've been keeping busy with doing my Vlogtober stuff and thoroughly enjoying it. I've got a video out every day so far this month. It's only the 5th, so it's not that taxing yet. But I filmed some extra footage at a couple places we were at yesterday that I'm going to add into future videos, just so I don't end up having to have like 2 hours of stuff one day and then nothing the next day. And but I'm having fun with it. And what else? I think that's about all. So this week coming up, it's probably only going to be knitting on the Christmas socks and the Go-Go Dynamo shawl. That's probably all I'll work on all this week coming up. I don't think I will get to anything else. We shall see. I have to show some restraint. I have to. But anyway, so on that note, I'm going to let you go. And I will see you on the vlog tomorrow morning. And if you're not interested in watching the daily vlogs, because I understand some people just don't have the time or the patience to watch that much video every day, all the time. So if you're not watching the vlogs, I will see you again in a week. And if you are watching the vlogs, I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, thank you so much, everyone. Catch you later.